what's good?
Welcome to the No Shot Clock Podcast.
And I'm Miguel.
With you guys, Kmac and Muggz.
What up?
How we doing, man? We gotta get him out.
Yes, sir, man. It's starting to feel like home on this thing, man.
Yeah, man, you out there in Orlando, man. You just went to the beach, man. How's it feel, man? How'd it feel to go to the beach, man? Spring.
I'm drained, bro. It's spring break out here, so it's a little crazy.
Yeah,
It was
man,
dope.
that heat.
It was dope.
Yeah, man, that heat. But church and it's right now, and the games are starting today, and there's already been a few upsets already. So, who do you got your Final Four?
Man, let me ask you that because I still got one more to pick. Who's your?
You got one more to pick?
Yeah, I'm kind of debating about. I don't know. This is that team that you were talking about, them Drake boys.
Yeah, them Drake boys got that point guard, man. He's player of the year, man. It's crazy.
Who's your Final Four, bro?
Final Four is I got St. John's, Duke, Auburn, and Kentucky.
You got the powerhouses. I've always liked the underdogs. I like St. John's for sure. I want St. John's to go.
Right.
And then I'm gonna have to go with Michigan.
Oh, Michigan, man, that's a sleeper right there.
I'm gonna have to go with Michigan, and then on the other side, man, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm just. Are you a Duke fan?
Like you see the shirt right here. It's just that I picked Duke win it all because they got the player of the year, man. They got the coldest player. That boy Cooper Flag. I mean, he's cold. So have to pick Duke.
Let me go for the West Coast. Let me go for somebody West Coast. I'm gonna go with Arizona, and let's go with Purdue. Final answer.
You going with Arizona at Purdue?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you doing some
Underdogs,
upsets,
baby.
Yeah, man. So we already had some upsets already, I think, early on. So Drake, they are up on Mizzou, and so we already had a upset. McNeese State beat Clemson, upset, and then we have I don't know if there's any other upsets. Trying to see here, McNeese State. Yeah, that's the only one I've seen.
See, Purdue beat HPU.
Yeah. Oh, one other upset, but it's not really an upset. It's a 9-8. You got Creighton. They beat Louisville. Purdue won.
Yeah.
Wisconsin won. Ooh, Arkansas is up on Kansas too.
Yeah, Kansas already lost. Oh no, they're kind of Jekyll and Hyde this year.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I mean, I got nieces, and they hoop, and so I got my Final Four pick for the females. I got SC with Juju, of course, man. She's a top tier talent, and I got UCLA, and I got Carolina, but they always come with it. And then I got Notre Dame, and they got some dogs on their team, so I got them four. And I want to see Juju in the championship game because she's the truth.
Yeah, she's cold. I like what women's basketball is doing, man, especially at the WNBA level. I think that all the publicity that Caitlin, she's getting, man, it's good for the game. And even though that they hate on her so much, bro, like she's bringing a lot of money to the league. A lot of money to the league, bro.
Well, I mean, it's her and it's other players. It's Angel Reese, it's those other girls. It's I mean, they got some stars in the league, man. They got some.
Yeah, but it's all them stars that are hating on Kate.
Oh, yeah, hey, man, that's real. They hate on her, but I mean, you can't hate. She is bringing eyeballs to the league, to college basketball, to the pro leagues, and I mean, to all these girls, it's just gonna get better for them.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. They need to get paid more, for sure.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they got to find a way. Like the NBA, I think I heard they're paying like a lot of stuff for them. But yeah, man, they need to get paid, man. Somehow, Man, I was scrolling through IG today. I seen some stuff on Drake. And I don't know if it's true, but some old DMs kind of leaked of him making fun of Bron, just getting an exit. I think it's from last year or something, of the playoffs. They had some pictures of him, and he was talking stuff in the DMs about him.
What's the source? Where did that come from?
It was all over the internet, so I don't
Really?
know the source. So it was all over the internet. But for me, I mean, I think that's just gonna give that's gonna give him life.
What do you think about Drake as an artist in general?
I mean, he's cold, man. He is talented. He can do it all. Like, he makes great pop songs. He could rap. He could sing a little bit. His songs are for the females. He got some hip hop songs that I like. Of course, he makes hits. The stuff that happened with him and Kendrick, he just wasn't I don't think he was prepared for that.
Yeah, he's not a battle rapper.
Yeah.
He need to stay in his lane. And like you said, he's a hit factory. He makes some hits.
He got hits. With that whole thing with him and LeBron, that's what's going to make LeBron just kind of more motivated and stuff for this year. You got Luka. So, I mean, what he's going to do?
Yeah, Bron needs all the motivation he can get. I mean, anything I think is going to give him a little push. But
yeah, I mean, that's how.
Man, bro, I've never been a fan.
That's how the GOAT, all he needed was a little bit of motivation and he would go at you. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So we got another topic. We talk about DK. He was on Marshawn Lynch's podcast today or yesterday. I don't know when. A clip had came out, and he was talking about the loyalty of the Seattle Seahawks. And that's our team. He said something to the point of, he's all about loyalty, right? And he mentioned when Rocket, he got released, it kind of changed his mind to stay in Seattle probably. You know what I'm saying? So
he said that the grass is greener on the other side. Bro, I don't like that what he said though. I thought that was tasteless.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Seattle, they loved him out there, man. They treated him well. The staff, I don't know about like the new staff, how they treat him. They like let him play. Like he had a chance. Gino, he just didn't, he couldn't stay on the field a lot. He got a lot of penalties. He turned over the ball every now and then. And I mean, it just wasn't a great year for him. It was a good year, but it wasn't a great year. Yeah, man, we just gonna talk some stuff that happened around the NBA. Celtics got sold for $6.1 billion.
That's crazy.
To a private equity company called Symphony Tech Group. And the old owners, they bought it in 2002 for $360 million. Hey, man, that's a come up for sure, man. Come up.
My God. What year? What year did they buy?
In 2002. So a Grossback family, and it's the largest sports franchise sale ever.
Golly. So they made sheesh.
Yeah, so if you think about that, highest NBA valuation team was Golden State.
The Clippers?
No, Golden State, and then it was LA, New York.
I thought you meant acquired.
Well, no, I'm talking about like the valuation. Got acquired for $6.1 billion. So you just imagine these other teams, how much they could be. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. What you think about that, man?
Boston is like, that's not one of your like typical franchises. That got so much history. It's like that's like Knicks, right?
Yeah.
Or
it is. They're coming off a championship. They got two superstars on their team, and they got a big guy who's a star too, and from Eastern European. What's the top guy?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He got a little chip on his shoulder when he plays.
Yeah. I mean, they got a bunch of guys on the team who could ball, man, and they are the contenders to win the championship this year too. So I mean, it's a good buy. I mean, it's a good thing. But I've never been a Celtic fan. Tatum, and I love but Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown's cold. Do you think that Tatum got snubbed in the Olympics?
Man, that's a great question, man. We can go back to the summertime. I like that. You know what? I think he got snubbed to a point where he should have came off the bench and he should have got some burn, right?
He didn't get no tick. That didn't get no tick.
To keep him out a lot of games and only played him a little bit, like in the championship, like a little bit, but he didn't play him hardly ever. But he's a 6'10" guard. Play all 5 positions on defense. Like he's 6'10", he can shoot, and the 3 ball in those games are so much shorter, and he can hit those shots. It was crazy. Who are you gonna play him over? Kevin Durant? You gonna play him over Devin Booker, who can shoot better?
You don't think he's deserving of? Man, they just held up the trophy at the end of the year, man. And then for him to, I mean, he had a champion in his blood.
I think so. He's a guy who's like a superstar, but he's in the middle of like the older guys and the younger guys, right? Because he got drafted so young to good team. Like he played with Kyrie, he played all those guys, right? So he was already in like the championship games in the Eastern Conference Finals early on. So he was playing like playoff games after playoff game, right? So he had experience, but his age group is still the lower end, right? So he's with those guys who aren't as deserving as Curry and LeBron and Kevin Durant. So he might not have the respect yet. So I think that Steve Kerr, he kind of treated him like that, which was crazy because he just won a championship, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's still crazy to me. He just won a championship, bro. Like, and none of them other guys can say that they won it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Well, and the crazy thing is that, what's the craziest thing is that 2 other guys on his team were on that team and played more than him, who was on White and Drew Holiday.
And that's what I'm saying. So how are they getting more burn than this dude? That's crazy. There has to be something internally.
Yeah, it has to be something. They played great in that game. They played defense, man. They were hitting shots. I mean, I didn't really complain about like the play, but yeah, he should have played. Obviously, I mean, like he should have. But he should take that
motivate for sure.
Because look, before that, I mean, he got snubbed for the MVP of the finals. Who got MVP?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't get snubbed, but he didn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's crazy. Like, I'm excited for the NBA, man. I can't wait for like everything starts in the playoffs. Everybody starts playing harder. I mean, it's a whole different league in the playoffs. You
That's
know,
when that's the one thing I hate about the league, bro. I gotta wait till the playoffs for them to really start playing. Maybe they should shorten up the season. What do you think about the league shortening up the season?
yeah, I think they should the in season tournament, and I like the play-in stuff, but I don't know how they would short. I mean, how would they do it? I mean, they would bring the playoffs into like March a little bit, but then that's March Madness. I think that's why they prolong because you got March Madness going on. You know,
Okay, here's a question for you. What do you think about the All-Star setup, the All-Star game?
oh, this year it was horrible. It was bad. Like I was 100% with Draymond Green when he said this is horrible. I don't like it, but look, and it was. I mean, look, the stars barely played. Like the stars barely played.
So how do you get these guys to actually play? You remember All-Star games in the 90s?
It was competitive. I mean, like the uniforms were dope, man.
They were
I mean,
playing for they were
they were playing hard, man. You had Jordan in the East. You had Patrick Ewing. You had Dominique. Man, you had Isaiah. You had Charles Barkley in the East. And then on the West, you had GP. You had Magic. You had Carmelo. You had Stockton. You had KJ.
But
You know,
even when
you had
AI
Thunder
came in the
Dan.
league, even when they Thunder Dan, even when AI came in the league,
Yeah,
he
but
was
yeah,
still like because he was coming into those guys.
yeah, he was good.
He was
Well,
trying to prove himself.
right. But Vince Carter,
Yep.
Jason Kidd, KG, Ray Allen, Phil
Yep.
Finley, all those guys crossed over from the late '90s into the 2000s, and they carried it with like Kobe and them. They
Yeah.
carried that like toughness in the game. Then just over time, since I think what happened, it's kind of sad to say because I mean this is my guy right here. This guy right here. He came into the game and all they want to do is shoot threes. All those guys want to shoot threes and just
Yeah.
play around. But Curry, you see what he's doing. He's killing in these games. Like he's shooting from half court. Like he literally hit a half
That's
court shot.
crazy.
He can't do what Curry does. And so everybody's all trying to do it. Everybody's just playing around. And it just over time, it just got worse and worse and worse. You know,
All right, you ready? Top 3 bigs
top three bigs
ever.
ever. Whew. That's a good one, man.
Let's just say your favorite 3 bigs.
Okay, my top
Not
three
necessarily the top 3, but
favorite three bigs that I've seen play,
yeah,
I've seen in my lifetime play. I'll have to go for sure Shaquille O'Neal,
definitely.
right? And then I would have to go Hakeem.
Absolutely.
And the third one
Those are
is
my 2.
tough.
Yeah,
Third
let's go.
one, I would have to say, from the 2000s, big is Kevin Garnett, KG.
Over Tim Duncan?
I'm taking KG over Tim Duncan because personally, to me, I like Tim Duncan, but he's boring to watch. He was Mr. Fundamental.
Mr. Off the Glass.
Yeah, fundamental. I mean, he was automatic, but KG had a little swag, especially early on. He had his, and then he
Yeah,
was
he was a dog.
automatic with the jumper. He was automatic with the pick and pop. Automatic.
He was a
Automatic.
dog,
When he had
yeah.
the MVP year, unstoppable. And
But
he was constantly catching up.
Hakeem was nasty with the footwork, bro.
Man,
Like,
he was killing it.
the dude he was cold, man.
I would have loved to see those Rockets team in '94, '95 play those Jordan teams, man. Like,
Man.
East West, it would have been crazy, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, who's your top three?
The first 2 for sure. You took
First two
my
for
first
sure.
2, Shaq, definitely, Hakeem, and
Yeah.
then that third one's kind of a toss-up, man. Like, just based on who I liked. I think because I used to geek out over cards, over like basketball cards, baseball cards, all that stuff, bro. And remember when David Robinson, when his
Hey,
card
man, I
came
still got
out?
those cards. I still got those cards. I
Do
got like
you?
the hoop. Hey, man, I got
Upper
the hoop
deck.
set. Dude, I have a folder. I want to say 1991, but it's a hoop set of every team. I got Jordan.
Yeah.
I got Magic. I got Bird. I got
Yeah.
everybody. I got Isaiah. I got the All Star. Everything.
I got that skybox set.
Yep.
But yeah, I used to love David Robinson for some reason. That high top with them big old
Oh yeah.
funky high top joints, military cap. I
The
don't know. He
forces.
was
The
just
forces. The forces.
yeah, the forces. He was just
Like the flight forces. That's what it was.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
He just came out with big old shoulders, man. Yeah, but definitely Shaq and Hakeem, man. Those 2 were definitely up there for sure.
So who would your top bigs be in this era who is like playing right now, kind of? And I know there's not bigs anymore, but they're like
There's not.
they're like a stretch big 4 or 5s. I mean, like
But you know what's crazy is like there's more power forwards in the league that play bigger than some of these centers. Cause one of my favorite centers is Jokic.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, but he's like old school, right? Like I mean he's an old
Yeah,
school center.
yeah. But
Yeah.
he's not really a banger like that. He'll step out on that 3-point line. Like he's just kind of crafty. That's that European game.
Well,
Luka.
you know who he reminds you of? Hakeem, because he was crafty with his his angles. You know,
Yeah, but Hakeem, man, when he gets you in that post, in that
Fever hit
dunker
that.
spot, bro, like he's putting that spin move, the up and unders.
Yeah.
But
So you got Nikolai and then who else?
I'd have to think about it, man, because this game is like it's positionless basketball now.
Yeah.
They're not really running like, I mean, maybe I'm missing out, but like a lot of these teams aren't running like the old school horn sets or the triangle offense like they used to, at least.
It's crazy. Yeah, I would have to say him or I mean, he's not really a big, but he's considered a big Zion.
I was just thinking about, you should see him yam on that dude.
I'm
Oh my gosh, with
I
two
mean, he
hands
looks in
though?
shape now. He looks in shape, and he's killing right now. His team is they suck, but he's hooping right now. He's in shape. You can see he's getting to like the old Zion. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he hit him with that inside out. Came down one dribble.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on with the Suns though? Why are they
Who?
so weak this year? The Suns, I mean, you just talked about who is Tatum going to play over KD. Like, okay, so they got KD, they got D Book.
I don't know, man. I have no clue. They got two great shooters. They got Kevin Durant, who's also a great shooter. Yeah, I don't know. They got a couple bigs. I mean, personally, I think like the West is deep. I mean, like you got OKC, you got Houston is playing well right now, which is crazy. You got OKC, you got Houston, you got two LA teams who are playing good. Golden State, you got Minnesota. All these teams are playing good, and it's great, you know.
Yeah.
So let's go back to like the playoffs and how the NBA games right now are like a little bit like boring and chill. And then in the playoffs, it gets amped up. Everybody's excited. Do you think there's a difference in the calling of fouls versus the playoffs versus the regular season?
For sure.
And so who is that going to benefit?
The vets.
The vets.
I mean, look at Braun. Like, okay, so this is one reason why I cannot stand Braun, bro. Go look at every one of the guys that we watched, like the superstars. They weren't doing all that crying. They weren't falling down and holding their head and all that stuff and sitting on the floor for 30 seconds to a minute. Bro, get your butt up. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But who also does that too? Luka does that a lot. He complains.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Bro, like, I don't know. The guys that are born winners, they're like the Kobe, the killers, bro.
Listen, the other night, Kevin Durant told Luka, "You ain't gonna get them calls in the playoffs, so quit crying." He told him. He told him that. And so another player who isn't gonna get them calls, who's been getting them calls all year, Shy.
Yeah.
Right? That's all he gets. Thing all over the internet. Oh, I'm talking about like memes of him always getting fouled. Not the majority of his points. A lot of his points are from free throw lines, and he's always getting and ones, and he's driving the hole. He's coming under people. But you know how you drive, you come under people, and people. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate that, man.
Here's a perfect example of last year's playoffs. Tyrese Maxey for the 76ers. That boy was putting the team on his back, but he was clearly getting dogged. Yeah, we weren't giving him nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the vets and it's all about respect. It's going to be an interesting year because I want to see like young teams, real like contender. Okay, so, Minnesota had a good year last year. Are they going to rise?
Yeah.
Newcomers from Houston and even on the East, Detroit. I mean, they're playing well, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Bickerstaff, man. He's killing. Man, so yeah, man, that's the NBA for you. What else you got?
Shoot, man. It was funny because you had me bumping them old school joints today, man. I was in the car, rolling down my windows. I was digging in the crates, man, and I was going to call you because I was like, dang, I forgot about this group. You got to give us the tune for the day.
All right, man. I mean,
What is it?
I'm going to play some old school again.
To 98.
98?
To when we were in high school, that joint came on and
all right, here we go right here.
Crazy.
Here I go. Let's go. What you know about this? Hey, this right here just goes hard. You know, that sound, just the beat.
You got to get a little older. What? That was 95, I want to say.
Yeah, like 95, 96.
96.
Here, let me go back,
You jumped straight into the East Coast.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you want...
make me pull something up. I'm talking about them parties with Theo in there, with Theo Adams.
Let me see if I got any of those. This one right here. How about this one?
Slurricane days. Fox, take me to the West, man. You over there dibbling and dabbling on the East Coast, man.
Cheers, West one. Right here, man. I got you.
You already know that's classic. Yeah, that's it right there.
When I was a youngin', I was rolling. This is
when you were beach.
Nah, this. Hard.
Crazy. All right, before we get off, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Top gang-related movie back in our day?
Gang related movie. Okay. Hey man, I'm gonna go with a old school one when we were kids. And I was just a little kid. And this is how I understood like the gang culture and stuff.
Yeah.
That's on the West Coast. And like who was in it. Like he was a rapper, old school rapper from the 80s. I am a nightmare psychopath. Hey man, that movie right there was real.
Remember that soundtrack that came out? They had
Yeah.
2 sides.
Man, that was crazy, bro.
The B side, that
Like
was
like
crazy.
that movie right there introduced me to all that. And I was like,
So that for you over Menace to Society
oh
or
no. I mean, that's just like the
Boys
first
in the
one.
Hood?
I mean, there's a bunch. I mean, like
I
the
mean,
East
your
Coast.
favorite. What was your favorite?
So my favorite one. It wasn't really a gang related one, but it was some crazy stuff, and it was with Tupac. The East Coast one, Juice.
Juice.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't really like a gang. It was more like enemy type stuff in high school. But shoot, man, like another one. I'm trying to think.
Shoot, Scarface was crazy.
Yeah, Scarface in the 80s. My favorite one, like recently, but not recently, but like in the 2000s, American Gangster.
Man, Denzel, hands
He
down,
played
man.
that. I was like, man, that's a cold brother right there.
That's my favorite actor.
Yeah. So
That's my
that
favorite
one,
actor.
you could intermix Above the Rim and Tupac in that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of gang related too, like.
That's what I was saying when we were talking about the other day. It's like that was more like about the culture rather than just basketball.
Yeah. And then of course Boys in the Hood, that
Yeah.
was, that was kind of gang related because when Reiki got
Yeah,
shot,
yeah.
that was crazy, bro.
But I think Menace to Society had everybody acting a fool in high school, man.
But I will tell you this: the best highlight tape I've seen in a movie, hey man, was that from Boys in the Hood. Ricky's highlight tape, that boy was breaking. That boy, his highlight
He
tape
was
was
out of there.
elite. It was elite, wasn't it?
He was out. That was
And I mean, his
crazy.
highlight, man, he was going for runs, long range, he was shaking cats.
That was crazy.
That was filthy.
Yeah, man, all that stuff, man, it's crazy. Nostalgia.
Yeah, man, nostalgia. But yeah, I got a top 5. So, what's your top 5 kicks of all time?
Oh.
I mean,
Top
there's so
5,
many.
that's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're definitely gonna have. So this is what I got in my closet still. Like I'm good off the. I can't do the ones, but I got some Wallies. Wallies will forever be in my closet. I was never really a Jordan dude. Air Max.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, Air Max.
It's kind of hard, man, because I go for like today. I go for more of like comfort. Cats is getting older and stuff, but I'm looking for.
Hey man,
I'm around to get some hookahs.
You look at the hookahs? The hookahs.
I get some hookahs, big old thing. I'll still rock some dunks. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of shoes. They ain't much that I'll just throw on today, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I feel you on that. We come from an era like just years, decades of different styles, and then you see it come back.
New Balance. I got some New Balance in the closet.
Yeah. I used to rock New Balances like in early high school days. Like back in the day.
Yeah.
Now they're coming back, which is crazy.
The Fat Laces is coming back.
The Fat Laces with the Pumas, man. I used to rock those.
You was known for them Pumas.
The Pumas, my shell tops with the Fat Laces.
Yeah, the shell. I had the shell tops. I never really messed with the Pumas. I did the shell tops with the Fat Laces.
Yeah, man. I had the all white with the black Puma stripe with the Fat Laces.
Yeah, you had the all black suede joints.
All black suede ones, man. I had the all white Converse with the black laces.
Yeah, see the Chucks. That's the other thing. I got some Chucks for sure. I'll always have some Chucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love like the 4s. I love the 5s. Jordan 1 lows, dunks.
Let me see what you got.
I mean, I got a few pairs here, man.
Let me see your latest pair. Show me your latest pair.
He said my latest pair. Well, these ones, man, these are my latest pair that I made personally, man. It was like an ID. You can see these dunks that I made.
Those are nasty.
They're clean right here.
Those are nasty.
Chicago inspired. I personally made these. These are authentic.
Yeah, those are called. Those are called
4s too. I got a lot of 4s.
Yeah, the 4s are hard. Dang, you got some. You got some kick, man. Hold on, man. You're gonna make me grab some. All right, gotta have
Yeah. See, I would wear the Yeezys, but
you know about the Travis Scotts though.
I gotta wear all Nikes. That's just that's part of the fam stuff. Oh yeah, that's clean right there, man. The T Scotts.
And then I just picked these up. These are comfortable. Shout out Sabrina.
Oh, the Sabrina. Hey man, you showing love to the females. I like.
You got to, man. But you know, these are men's.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So when I went to go check out some hoop shoes, they're like, I was like, so this is the women's. I need a 10.5. They're like, no, these are men's. I was like, oh, that's what's up. That's
Yeah,
what's up. They're comfortable too.
those shoes remind me of the Kobe's.
Yeah. Yeah, these are hard. These are hard.
Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
man, that's
Yeah,
what's
man.
up.
So that's the third episode right here, man. If you guys like this, man, like the page, man, like the video. Hey, that's it, man. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Episode 3. This is episode 3?
This is episode 3, man. We 3 in deep, man. We gonna keep coming with them. You know, we gonna try to get 2 a week, maybe 3. Hey, man, who knows? We gonna push it out.
No shot clock, man.
No
You
shot
know what
clock.
it is.
For sure.
Peace.
Yeah.